Welcome to the second year of Tony McGee's Pro Football Plus. As in the past 29 years, we've tried to give you a little knowledge about what we really feel about the Washington Redskins. This week, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to have quick question. Professor, I use that loosely, Mike Baker is going to give me some words on what he wants me to say bad about the Washington Redskins. Believe it or not, I will not say a lot bad. Professor, will you proceed, please?
Washington Redskins offense.
Good first half? No. Bad first half. Good second half.
Washington Redskins defense.
Need to step it up.
Washington Redskins special team.
Where are they now?
RG3's knee.
Not as well as it should be, but well enough to win.
Kirk Cousins.
Not ready to play.
Detroit Lions.
Watch out for them. Is that it?
That's it.
Well, I know I passed that test. Now, let's see if the rest of them can come back and pass the test for the rest of the show. We'll be right back.
From the brand with the best resale value, now comes unprecedented selection.
The ride was exceptional.
The new Avalon is unbelievable.
The deals are amazing. Visit buyatoyota.com to check out select models with 0% APR financing. And all new Toyotas come with Toyota Care, a complimentary maintenance plan. Toyota, let's go places.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico? I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Welcome back. Pierre Garcon. 143 yards on 8 catches and a TD. The guy can play offense. And then later on in the show, I asked one of our hosts, which you can see our host that we have back we didn't have last week. We got Donna Hopkins off a basketball game where she finally scored 2 points. Unshaven Gary Clark because he betted on the Washington Redskins. But we have a guest host this week, Mark Flaherty. When you think about the Calvert County Fair, this is a young man I've been involved with. But first, let me say welcome to the show, Mark.
Appreciate it.
You look like you're a television man here, and we want to talk a little bit about what we've been doing with the Calvert County Fair. Now, that is the fair that is occurring on September the 28th, right?
Right. We go down starting on the 26th through the 29th, and we've been doing it for probably 15 years, I guess, together.
Now, tell me some of the events that are there. You're going to have some players there this year.
Yeah,
again.
Right. We're going to have Fred Smoot from 3 to 5, and Ken Harvey from 5 to 7.
Now, I had Gary Clark down there before. Why?
That's what I mean. Like, I don't get it.
You ready?
I'll
bring you down again.
I'm better looking than Fred. I'm better looking than Ken. I got a better smile.
You didn't do your
You can
job.
come right down if you want.
Stay an extra 8 hours.
Other than getting a chance to get autographs from guys like Gary, what else is occurring at the fair?
You know, I say plenty of food. All kinds of rides, events. There's something for everybody pretty much down there.
And it runs for 2 or 3 days?
It actually runs from Wednesday through Sunday.
Oh.
So, a lot of times the players come down, they bring their wives, the wives go all around. And when Dexter came down years ago, his wife went all around. She was playing games, and he had to try to go find her.
If there's a telephone number that people can get in touch with you, find out more about the fair?
My store number is 301-863-8466, and the fair number is 410-535-0026.
Thank you. Well, now we'll talk a little football, Mark. And I know you're a big fan of Washington Redskins. Tell me what you feel about their offense and what has transpired with that this year.
I think it all kind of goes hand in hand. Getting the passing game going, getting the running game going. I think they need to go into the offense they were running last year. I don't know how healthy RG3 really is, but I think that would get everything going. Get the defense off the field.
Do you think they have gone away from that offense? They need to get back to it?
Well, pretty much right now, Tony, they have to go away from it because RG3 is not 100%, meaning that he can't move the way he did at this time last year. And that's affecting the offensive line a little bit, too, because they were ranked almost like first last year, but now because he has to stay in the pocket, that's changing everything for them because the protection, they have to protect him more so, and he was rolling out more last year, and he can't do that right now.
But don't you think that's mentally for the offensive line? Because if you have a thing that they do call fake plays so he can look like he's going to run, I mean, you do not have to change your whole offense. Am I correct with that, Gary? I mean, we know that he cannot run right now the way he did last year, but at the same time, you try to throw a team off guard, do you not? And make them think he's going to run.
No, I agree. And sometimes making a run, he still is 70% better than what most quarterbacks when he does run now.
Exactly.
70% better than most other quarterbacks in the league. So, I mean, from time to time, he just has to continue to do what he's been doing. Quite honestly, the offense has scored enough points to win each game.
They just don't do it to the second half, and they got to get started in the beginning. But once they get warmed up, they really play well. Pierre Garçon.
Okay, his numbers speak for itself. I mean, you said at the beginning of the show, I mean, he's just a phenom, along with Santana. I mean, their offensive weapons are still great.
You just said it.
But
Well, wait before you say it, but Mark, does it look like to you, and since you're a fan and you're an avid fan, that when Santana is involved in the game plan, it seems as though this offense clicks a lot better?
Much better. Now, I think he's a good fit in the slot, too.
Yes,
They're
it
trying to use
does.
I mean, you saw that a lot last year, especially at the end of the season with Santana.
But Tony, the timing is off right now, too, because they had to tweak the offense a little bit because RG can't do what he did last year, is that the running game finally got back on track with Alfred Morris. It wasn't there the first game, but he had over 100 and some yards. But the passing game is still off some. Even though Pierre had a good game, it's still off, that timing between him and the receivers.
You have to flow through the people who it is in rhythm with. It is in rhythm with Garçon. It is in rhythm with Santana. So when the things are in rhythm with those people, as a quarterback, you're going to see that he starts to go to them more frequently, even when the play's not designed for them. Why? Because his rhythm with those people are good.
A question for you, Tony. Question for you. Okay, so RG3's timing is off a little bit. His passes are a little high. They're a little short and everything. They said he's planning back on that leg that, that he's working back into shape. What do you do right there as far as that part of his game?
You try to keep this game as much the same as it was last year. And at the same time, people are going to pick things apart right now. He may be set in the same way, doing the same thing as he was, but not every time they look, oh, he's doing this different. His leg is this.
If we're 2-0, we don't have
all we got to do as fans, we have to readjust too. We have to understand this young man has to come back mentally and physically.
Exactly.
He's doing well now the way he's doing. He will be fine. But we as fans got to say, he's not going to run 4-3 right now. He may run 4-5, but we'll wait and support him.
That's a team sport.
I thank you for coming on the show. Calvert County Fair and Fred Smoot instead of Gary Clark.
And you.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you for coming on the show. We're going to take a little break right now. We got to talk a little bit about the defense, and you have to come back and watch us again. And guess who'll be back? Mike Baker. We'll be back in a moment.
Tony McGee's Pro Football Plus wishes to thank Office Movers Incorporated, a Kane company, for our wonderful set pieces. For all your office furniture needs, visit the experts at officemovers.com.